if Caitlin would start her own league with you, I'd give her $100 million and I have as many billionaires as you needed to start a league.
Did you see the bombshell Dave Portnoy just dropped on the WNBA? He's back, and this time it's not just a rant or a bit of shade from the sidelines. Portnoy came out swinging with something much bigger. He's made an offer so massive, so game-changing. It could shake the very foundation of the WNBA. We're talking about a $100 million power move that could rewrite basketball history. And it all revolves around one name, Caitlin Clark.
You partner with her and give her $100 million. That's the biggest offer that she's gotten. So
if she would have let me be her agent, I would have in a second. And if she's like, I'll start a new league with you, I would get her whatever.
Millions of fans who actually see what's going on. Portnoy gets it. The WNBA is breathing today for one reason only, Caitlin Clark. Period. The way the league, and especially Commissioner Cathy Engelbert, has treated her isn't just disrespectful. It's downright humiliating. So Portnoy decided to do what no one else has had the guts to do. He's putting $100 million on the table. His message is clear. Caitlin, forget them. Build your own league. If you think Clark should take the deal and leave the WNBA in the dust, smash that like button and drop your thoughts in the comments, because this could be the moment that changes women's basketball forever.
Clark said, I'm taking my ball and I'm going home and I'm starting my own league, the WNBA would be done in 2 seconds. You don't think Caitlin Clark could line up billionaire investors and start and just get all these players to come with her if they're going to pay a lot more? Of course she would. But for some reason, they want to alienate her. It's like they want her to suffer coming in. You just never seen anything like it where the commissioner doesn't seem to value the stars or the golden.
But here's the twist everyone's missing. This wasn't some random late-night rant from Dave Portnoy. He's completely serious. This move was strategic, calculated, and deliberate. He didn't just talk. He came prepared with a real business plan to back it up. And after hearing him lay it all out, you'd almost think Caitlin Clark is already considering her next move. The real question now, how real is this? And if she takes the offer, are we watching the beginning of the end for the WNBA's current leadership? Because from where things stand, it looks like the commissioner might have just dug her own grave, live, and in front of the entire sports world. That, let's be honest, Dave Portnoy isn't new to controversy. He thrives on it. He's a business mogul, a media force, and a guy who's never once held back his opinion. But this time, he didn't just stir the pot. He flipped the entire table. What he said wasn't just bold. It was the WNBA's worst nightmare coming to life. In his latest appearance, Portnoy made one thing crystal clear. If Caitlin Clark ever decides to start her own league, he'll be the first to back her. No hesitation, no second thoughts. And to prove it, he's putting his money where his mouth is with a staggering $100 million offer to make it happen.
She truly was like, I'm out of here. I'm starting my own league. She'd have people lining up, including myself, and she would put the WNBA out of business. I really do believe that. I think she's that powerful for the whole league.
Let's get one thing straight. This isn't some clickbait headline. Dave Portnoy doesn't bluff. If you followed his track record, you know he's already heavily invested in major sports ventures. So when a guy like that goes on live television and drops a $100 million promise, you can bet he means every single word. And that's exactly why the WNBA is on edge right now. Because if Caitlin Clark even thinks about saying yes, Commissioner Engelbert's entire house of cards could come crashing down overnight. But here's where it gets even more explosive. Portnoy didn't stop with the offer. He doubled down, practically campaigning for Caitlin to take the deal. You could hear it in his voice. He wasn't pitching, he was persuading. It felt less like an interview and more like a live negotiation unfolding in front of millions. Portnoy is all in, and the league knows it.
Like if you get the money lined up and you get the superstars, like, oh, you can only make $1 million here, you can make 5 with our league. I think it would work.
I mean, when she was golfing, originally when she did that little celebrity golf thing, it wasn't going to be televised. And there were so many people emailing them saying like, can we see this? Like, how can we see this? And then all of a sudden it was on television. And so even that in itself, it's like Caitlin, she hit somebody with the golf ball.
Yeah.
That's like, she's not,
yeah.
It's not like she's this phenomenal golfer. That, no offense, Caitlin, but like,
she would be top 3. Like if I could just be like, hey, I want Barstool to rep you and have the rights to like use your marketing, and she would top the line, male, female, any. I believe that's how powerful she really.
Before we break down every word of Portnoy's pitch, you need to understand why this offer even exists. Because once you see the series of tone-deaf decisions, arrogant leadership, and outright disrespect the WNBA has shown toward its biggest star, you'll realize exactly why Portnoy's proposal hit like a thunderclap. And more importantly, why Caitlin Clark might finally be tempted to walk away for good.so. Here's where this whole firestorm really began. Just a few days ago, Minnesota Lynx star Nafisa Collier dropped a bombshell during her exit interview. She exposed a private conversation she'd had with none other than Commissioner Cathy Engelbert. And what she revealed wasn't just embarrassing, it was career-suicidal honesty. According to Collier, Engelbert told players they should basically bow down and be grateful for everything the commissioner has supposedly done for them.
Across from Cathy and asked how she planned to address the officiating issues in our league. Her response was, well, only the losers complain about the refs. I also asked how she planned to fix the fact that players like Caitlin, Angel, and Paige, who are clearly driving massive revenue for the league, are making so little for their first 4 years. Her response was, Caitlin should be grateful she makes $16 million off the court, because without the platform that the WNBA gives her, she wouldn't make anything. And in that same conversation, she told me, players should be on their knees thanking their lucky stars for the media rights deal that I got them.
That alone was staggering arrogance. But what came next made jaws hit the floor. According to Collier, Commissioner Cathy Engelbert went even further, claiming that Caitlin Clark should be grateful to the WNBA because, get this, every brand deal, every sponsorship, every dollar she's earned is supposedly thanks to the league. Yes, you heard that right. The head of the WNBA actually tried to take credit for Caitlin Clark's global popularity. Let's pause there for a second, because that might be one of the most disrespectful things a sports executive has ever said about the very athlete keeping their league alive. Engelbert wasn't just out of line, she was delusional. And fans saw right through it. The backlash was instant. Social media lit up. Fans, analysts, and even former players all rallied behind one demand: fire Cathy Engelbert.
Mentality driving our league from the top. We go to battle every day to protect a shield that doesn't value us. The league believes it succeeds despite its players, not because of them. We have the best players in the world. We have the best fans in the world. But right now, we have the worst leadership in the world.
But just as that storm was reaching its peak, another controversy came crashing in from left field. One nobody saw coming. Suddenly, people started asking, wait, could there actually be a shred of truth in what Cathy said? That single question ignited a wildfire across the sports world. Analysts began digging into the numbers, dissecting revenue streams, comparing viewership stats. And what they uncovered was a cold, uncomfortable truth that left the league completely exposed.
Do you give Cathy Engelbert credit for the TV deals that she has struck, or does all this kind of lead to her demise?
No, I give her no credit for anything she struck, because as far as I know, it was a struggling league until this new class of rookies came out. And I mean, listen, this may say a lot about my WNBA knowledge. If you threw Asia Wilson's name at me like 2 years ago, I'm not sure I really would have known who that is. I certainly wouldn't have known who Nafisa Collier is. Like, yes, I knew the bigger stars, and those are as big, but like I'm talking to Diana Taurasi, but I wasn't locked in on this league. Everything has.
And that's when Dave Portnoy stepped in with the knockout punch. His response wasn't some emotional rant. It was a surgical takedown of everything Cathy Engelbert had tried to claim. He laid it out plain and simple. The WNBA has been around for decades, and for most of that time, nobody cared. The stands were empty, the ratings were low, and ticket sales barely moved the needle. Then Caitlin Clark showed up, and suddenly everyone was watching. And here's the kicker: he wasn't wrong. The numbers back him up, and the receipts don't lie.
Show it, the interest shows it, we're talking about it. You turn on Fox Sports, you talk, or ESPN, they talk about the WNBA a lot. That was never the case like 3-4 years ago.
I mean, last season was insane, and you can look at the ratings too. And I think there was like the fevered numbers actually were better than some NBA teams' numbers when it came to viewership last season. And so like the numbers are there.